He was just a carpenter, quietly shaping wood in a small town, overlooked by all, until Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson uncovered his hidden courage. Who was this man, and why did he rise for justice? Stay tuned. This tale will leave you speechless. It's Sunday, July 6, 2025, 11:14 a.m., plus +03 Huntu. The sun climbs over Maplewood, a peaceful town in Washington state, nestled among towering evergreens. Inside Carter's Woodworks, a modest carpentry shop off the main street, the air is rich with the scent of cedar and sawdust. James Carter, 52, works at his bench, gray apron tied around his waist. His weathered face bears the marks of time. A limp from a shrapnel wound in his left leg, sustained in Afghanistan 2005, forces him to move with care, but his hands carve a chair with precision. The workshop is his sanctuary. Shelves grown with finished pieces, half-carved projects clutter the tables, and an old radio hums classic rock. Townsfolk know James as the guy who crafts tables and chairs, placing weekly orders without prying into his past. This morning he sands a chair leg, the rhythmic scrape filling the silence. A news report crackles over the radio. Petty crimes rising in Maplewood, shoplifting, unease creeping in. James frowns but focuses, the ache in his hidden wound unnoticed by all. Sunlight streams through the window, dancing with wood dust motes, a calm facade hiding a deeper story. Afternoon brings a stir. A sleek black SUV rolls up to the workshop, engine purring to a stop. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson steps out, taking a break from a nearby film set. Dressed in jeans, a black t-shirt, and sneakers, his imposing frame and warm grin draw curious stares from passers-by. Kids peek from across the street, whispering, "Is that him?" James, mid-repair on a shelf, glances up, offering a curt nod. "Can I help you?" he asks, voice steady, unfazed by the celebrity. Dwayne enters, inhaling the woody aroma, impressed by the craftsmanship. He watches James mend the shelf, noting the limp and the deliberate way he shifts his weight. This guy's more than a craftsman, he thinks. James hands Dwayne a small wooden box, simple yet intricately carved, as a gesture. Dwayne thanks him, catching the depth in James's eyes and the faint tremor in his injured leg, sparking a curiosity about the man's past. Evening descends and chaos erupts at Maplewood's corner market. Glass shatters as two masked robbers storm in, black jackets and gloves concealing their identities. One waves a pistol at the cashier, demanding cash, while the other grabs a woman, pressing a knife to her throat. Screams pierce the air as shoppers flee, the cashier trembling. James, delivering a chair nearby, hears the commotion. He pauses, sets his tools down, and limps toward the store. The lead robber spots him, snarling, "Back off, old man," and aims the gun. But James reacts swiftly, grabbing a hammer from his bag. He strikes the robber's wrist, sending the weapon clattering to the floor. The second robber tightens his grip on the woman, raising the knife. James snatches a plank, swinging it with force. It cracks against the robber's head, dropping him. He pulls the woman free, dragging her outside, breathing hard, his legs shaking. As police sirens wail closer, the robbers lie defeated, and James steadies the woman. Dwayne, watching from the crowd, mutters, "This guy's a legend," his pulse racing with admiration. After the police secure the scene, Dwayne tracks James to his workshop. James is back at his bench, sanding a chair, sweat beading on his forehead, his leg propped discreetly. Dwayne leans in the doorway, grinning. "James," he says, "those moves back there, way beyond a carpenter. Where'd that courage come from?" James pauses, exhaling deeply, his gaze dropping. "Old days," he mutters, brushing it off. But Dwayne presses. "Come on, man. That leg, that fight. There's a story there, isn't there?" James sits, the weight of memory settling. Afghanistan, 2005. He begins, voice rough. I took a shrapnel hit saving my squad. Retired after that. Came here. Wanted peace. But justice. It's still in me. Dwayne listens, seeing the pain and resolve in James's eyes, a plan forming in his mind to honor this quiet hero. James's tale haunts Dwayne. A few days later, he returns with coffee in hand. James, he says, you fought for justice in that robbery. Why hide it? James stops polishing a table leg, meeting Dwayne's gaze. Because every fight brings those days back, he admits, voice breaking. The wounds aren't just physical. I see my squad every night. I left the war behind, or so I thought. Dwayne nods, empathetic. Maybe you can rebuild justice here. This town needs a hero like you. James hesitates, but Dwayne's belief ignites a spark. That night, James opens a dusty box. Inside, a tarnished medal, photos of his Sagona, a letter from a fallen friend. Tears blur the ink as he relives the past. A week later, on July 13th, 2025, a Solidarity Day is announced. Dwayne and James transform the workshop into a community hub. Benches display woodwork, townsfolk gather, kids dart around, elders chat. Dwayne takes the stage, mic in hand, and calls James up. He shares the story, the war wound, the squad's rescue, the robbery's bravery. This man, Dwayne declares, drew strength from his past to bring justice back. The crowd rises in applause, some hugging James, offering thanks. He steps forward, struggling to speak. Justice is for all of us. I do this for my squad. Dwayne launches a fundraiser for wounded veterans and their families, uniting the town around James. The workshop becomes a symbol of hope. By August 6, 2025, the workshop thrives as a community center. Solidarity Day's impact lingers. Youth learn carpentry, families admire the crafts. James still works, his limp unchanged, but his smile brighter. Dwayne visits to say goodbye, presenting a hand-carved cane engraved with justice. This is yours, he says, eyes full of respect. James takes it, hands trembling, tears welling. Thank you, he whispers. The final scene shows James guiding kids to build a table. Hammer strikes, laughter echoing. Townsfolk mingle in the background, the air thick with wood and warmth. Dwayne's voiceover closes. True courage grows amid scars, building justice anew. James Carter is proof of that. Have you ever met a quiet hero like James? Someone who turned pain into purpose? Share their story in the comments and tell us where you're watching from. If this tale inspired you, hit that subscribe button, like, and share to keep these stories alive. Join us next time for another epic journey with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.